And a war of words continues between a Florida congresswoman and the Trump administration. That congresswoman not backing down in her criticism of President Trump's phone call to the widow of a fallen soldier. Now defending herself against comments from Chief of Staff John Kelly, a Gold Star father himself. 7's Dan Housley has more on the debate.
So he didn't tell the truth, and he needs to stop telling lies on me.
Florida Congresswoman Frederica Wilson hitting back at White House Chief of Staff John Kelly after Kelly criticized her for getting in the middle of a condolence call from President Trump.
It stuns me that a member of Congress would have listened in on that conversation. Absolutely stuns me.
Kelly added he'd seen the Congresswoman grandstand before at a naming ceremony 2 years ago for a new FBI building in Miami dedicated to 2 fallen agents.
And in the long tradition of empty barrels making the most noise, stood up there and all of that and talked about how she was instrumental in getting the funding for that building. Even for someone that is that empty a barrel, we were stunned.
But Wilson argues she wasn't even in Congress in 2009 when funding for the building was granted.
You know, I feel sorry for General Kelly. He has my sympathy for the loss of his son, but he can't just go on TV and lie on me.
Fish showing Congresswoman Wilson did not talk about funding, though she did brag about cutting through red tape to get the building named. The White House insists Kelly's criticism was on target.
As General Kelly pointed out, if you're able to make a sacred act like honoring American heroes all about yourself, you're an empty barrel. If you don't understand that reference, I'll put it a little more simply. As we say in the South, all hat, no cattle.
Congresswoman Wilson also accused Kelly of making a racial comment when he called her an empty barrel.
That's a racist term, too. I'm thinking about that when we looked it up in the dictionary because I had never heard of an empty barrel. And I don't like to be dragged into something like that.
The controversy over a presidential condolence call prompted one Gold Star widow to share her tape of a call she got from President Trump after her husband was killed in Afghanistan in April.
I am so sorry to hear about the whole situation. What a horrible thing, except that he's an unbelievable hero. And, you know, all of the people that served with him are saying how incredible he was.
Yes, sir.
And just an amazing guy. And he's a great hero.
Dan Housley, 7 News Today in New England.